So Dr. Gold's here. I'm with medical students. We have Diana and Leslie.
Hello.
And today we're going to actually talk about a big topic that I see a lot of patients for, anxiety. And if you can share some of the stuff that you're experiencing, because I know I've actually suffered with it personally. Just when I was in medical school, when I was younger, just always worried about so many things. What if, what if, what if? And then, at that time I was even embarrassed to tell people about it.
Definitely. For me, there's lots of different types of anxiety, lots of different types of triggers. For me, mine was more insomnia related. It was always bedtime. At bedtime, when everyone else was time to go to sleep and I wasn't tired, I would get anxious. Just kind of like that run-of-the-mill, your mind won't shut off at night.
Gotcha.
So that's the type of anxiety that I have experienced before, and the one that I was able to address and try to treat myself.
Yeah, so share, because today.
Yeah, definitely. So I was, it was in medical school, and I was going through some health things, and at that time, the health challenges were one part, but what was the most crippling was the anxiety that came along with it. And so studying all day through the day and then getting to the nighttime and knowing I'm exhausted but not being able to fall asleep caused a lot of anxiety. And so I did go the conventional route. I went to a doctor. I was on some medication that was helpful at a time, but having to be on the medication or needing the medication also created its own anxiety in ways. I wanted to be able to come off the medication, and so I was able to use a mix of lifestyle interventions and some herbal supplements and some other evidence-based supplements that really helped me with my anxiety.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you also teach yoga now.
And I teach yoga, yeah. So one thing that I cannot stress enough when it comes to anxiety, especially if it is a nighttime anxiety or an insomnia, is the effectiveness and the importance of a self-ritual. So we call it bedtime routine or whatever it is, but some sort of self-wellness practice that you're doing regularly, consistently, and that has no other distractions at that time. So there's a part in the night or a time that it comes in the evening that you put everything away. You can do you can do a foot massage. You can do a foot soap, a body scrub, Yeah, learning what your body likes and taking a moment at nighttime before bed that you're pouring that love back into you. It just kind of settles the mind, reminds you of this bigger idea of why we're here, what we're doing, the importance of taking care of yourself, and kind of puts you in that right mindset before bed.
Thank you.
Yeah, and going off of that, depending on what type of anxiety or how it shows up for you, you have to just kind of trial and error and see what methods would support you. Some people might do like breathing exercises is really, really helpful. Yoga practice, the self-care, or a combination of all these things, whatever works best for you. And that takes sometimes some trial and error to feel better with your anxiety.
And if you're not familiar with a gua sha, it's a massage tool that this is made of stone. It's jade, and you can literally just use it to smooth out the wrinkles or the lines. They don't have any, but you just really help with those cheeks just to feel good, but it also helps with your posture, and it's just a great massage.
And even for lymph as well, like swelling or just to kind of help move things along. Yeah.
One of my favorite simple techniques or interventions you can do for kind of bedtime, getting ready for bedtime, is actually switching your lights to red lights. So just red light bulbs. I have a few lamps throughout the house that have a red light bulb, and when the sun goes down, I turn those lamps on. So it kind of sets the brain up, the body ready to start transitioning to nighttime as well. That's an easy, effective one.
Yeah.
And just even if you don't have the red lights, I just turn the bright lights off. My screen, same thing. I try to keep it darker.
Yeah.
And also just slowing down a little bit. So if I was go for the whole day, taking some slow deep breaths, smiling, and honestly, as of late, I've been listening to a little audiobook. Arthur the King is currently what I'm listening to. And it just feels so nice. My husband gives me a massage. I'm totally pampered right now. And it's just the best way to fall asleep at night. So if you have somebody to do that, otherwise doing it to yourself.
To yourself is just,
It is wonderful. Yeah, and then foods, paying attention. Caffeinated beverages or anything very sweet, that can stimulate the nervous system, but things that are very calming. I love teas, like a chamomile.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
Absolutely. My go-to is a mint tea.
Oh, mint is good too. Just something for you that relieves. And lavender, the essential oils, I love.
And the tea can be a part of your ritual that you do. So when you're doing the foot massage, when you're doing the gua sha.
Yes,
when you're doing the gua sha, when you're doing the foot massage, just having your tea at bedside too can be a part of the ritual.
Right, and you create good habits that way.
Yeah. And magnesium is wonderful as well.
Yeah, some of my favorite supplements, so one of them is magnesium for relaxation. You have to be careful what kind. So magnesium glycinate is a good one, threonate is a good one. You have to be careful with magnesium oxide. That might make you go to the bathroom before bed. Some other ones that I really like are L-theanine. This is a compound in the body that acts as a precursor to GABA. And so it kind of helps with the relaxation in the body. And this is a really great one for people that are a little anxious, but they don't want to feel sedated. Because L-theanine is one that will help you. There's no sedation effect of it.
And I actually take L-theanine. It's very calming, and I take it personally in the morning because I can be in the morning, what do I start? And it just helps ground me in addition to my meditation. And I have a morning ritual, but honestly, my nighttime ritual, I'm thinking, yes, the massage and everything, but I'm going to even work a little deeper with that. So and I was thinking for kids, it's nice to have a nighttime ritual with them as well. That is not, you're going to bed, it's time. But actually getting them settling in to quiet time and maybe dimming the lights, the TV turning off, the sounds, the noises, everything is just less.
You have to think about how common it is for kids that they have a kind of bedtime routine. They have a bath maybe, they have dinner, they have a bath, they read a book, and they go to bed. And at some point when we transitioned into teenage years or adult, we lost that routine. We're just laying in bed scrolling on our phones with no stepwise routine to how we're getting ready for bed. So if we can find that, again, that will help with our sleep time as well.
I agree. And I love the supplements and herbs. Rhodiola is also good in addition to the L-theanine, which is the active ingredient in green tea. But again, without that heavy caffeine or, you're not getting, for me, caffeine is very stimulating. And with L-theanine, I don't feel any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
The jitters.
The jitters, yes. Thank you. And if you want to mention any other supplements that
so even passion flower, magnolia bark, and I also like there's in an essential oil form there's like roll-ons of like different blends of these types of herbs, like the lavender especially, and that always is nice to, if I'm feeling a little extra
a part of your ritual.
A part of the ritual, And if more so sleep is your issue, following those big rules before bed, like no eating or drinking 2 to 3 hours before bed, closing down the screens, again, 2 hours before bed, just to kind of get you in that zone, ready for bed, shut down the brain a little bit.
And remind yourself, like, what you tell yourself about sleep. Because I do have some folks say, Dr. Gold, I'm a terrible sleeper. And they say that over and over to remind me. And I'm like, if you say that over and over and over, I'm such a bad sleeper, what are you telling your brain and what's going to happen? Versus I'm in progress.
I was going to say, this is so true. I had personal experience with this that I used to say out loud to my fiance, I hate bedtime. I hate bedtime. And it wasn't until we took a trip to a conference in Oregon where there's 3 hours difference. So I was getting a little sleepier when I was there. And I said, I love bedtime here. And it was when I came back from that trip where I changed my mindset. I felt like I completely rebooted my system and my relationship with bedtime or with sleep, that I had better success with falling asleep.
I fell It makes a difference. And your mind listens to you. It doesn't take a joke, so whatever you say, it listens. And I've honestly, with anything now, if I have an injury, I'm in progress or I'm training for healing. My hip is getting better, my knee is getting better, and of course doing the stuff to get it better so it can feel better.
Definitely.
It makes a difference. I'm a good sleeper. I can sleep. We all can sleep. And it's important. Your body can heal. It can get stronger and healthier.
Good.
Yay.
Thank you.
Hi.